Alright, so we're spraying down this mold with a hydrated peroxide solution, small amount of bleach. Using a sprayer here. Especially bad where the water is leaking through the foundation. So, hit the floor too right here where looks like some mold's building up on the floor. Alright, so we sprayed everything down. Let that sit for a while. We're going to come back and scrape. And then respray if we need to. Spray the floor as well. Just where any possible mold is growing at all. Alright. Lock fast plug hydraulic cement. I'm going to go ahead and mix all this. Got the respirator on, eye protection, gloves. Alright, so we're now cleaning up all the scrapings that came off the walls. See, it's all scraped down, clean where all the stuff was. We're now just getting it all swept up where it was on the walls. As you see, it's nice and freshly scraped. All the mold's been taken away, treated, and scraped away. Also notice some holes in your foundation, some different spots. So once I clean this, we're gonna fill in all the little holes and gaps in the wall with hydraulic cement, Drylok, and we're gonna Drylok seal it. That'll help with the leakage that I discovered, where I had marked it off with some red. You'll see some of the red still there, where I'm gonna focus on some patching some holes where it weeps through it when it really rains hard. Yeah, as you see, all this is all mold and stuff that was on the walls that I scraped off, and old paint, you know, stuff that was just crumbling. So it's nice, got a nice clean start, but now we're gonna pressure wash it down here and really get it clean down here so that the floor is clean, walls clean, you can take the sealant and the paint correctly. So this is somewhat of a big task to do, but we're definitely gonna get it done. So, here's my pressure washer ready to go. Here. There it is up there. Alright, so we're ready to go. I just got to get that started. It's full of gas, good oil, ready to roll. Alright, got the light shining for extra light down here. We are ready to roll. Let's continue sweeping all this up. Throwing the cold water on. There we go. Full blast. We want all the pressure we can get. Alright. Alright, so we took this EcoGrab concrete dryway degreaser here and spread it all on the floor, especially in a lot of the trouble spots. You can tell by the purple. Alright, turn the engine on. Okay. Gas on. Choke. bar of soap. Look at all this stuff. All right, so here we are. Been cleaning it up. I'm in the rinse phase now, just trying to rinse all the final stuff up with the hose. Ugh. All right, so we've thoroughly stripped everything that can be stripped and cleaned. So all freshened up, pretty much prepped and ready to go for just drying out now. We'll let it dry for a day, and then we'll go to the next phase. All right, now we're doing the final scrapes. Now we're just kind of getting the floor, touching up, getting some of their last remnants that are on the floor. Where it's still loose. Gotta have all this loose stuff. It's all gonna have to dry again now. Let's sweep all this up after I get it, and then everything can dry again. All right, so did a lot more scraping of the floor. All right, so we're all swept up, cleaned up, all scraped up. Also, just to kind of know, I use that hydraulic cement and kind of plugged in some of the leaky areas, and that'll help. So a couple other places around here too, I did it. Also filled this really big hole in the side of the house there. Alright, so now we're ready for Drylok sealing. This will help a lot with any leakage too. So we got the Drylok original concrete masonry waterproofer. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so we got the walls of the leaking all patched up and Drylok. So that'll help seal that up. Leaking there a lot, leaking there a lot. And over here. So all those are Dryloked up now. Alright, so now we're painting these. Looking good. Alright. Alright, so here we are again. We're now putting on the next step. Alright, which is the Loxon primer sealer. So how it's starting to look now. Alright, so here we are. Laying the Loxon on with the roller first. Alright, so here we are. We got the walls finished and then Loxon all the way. And now we're starting the epoxy flooring, covering up that old nasty floor that we had over here. You definitely see the contrast and what we're doing, kind of where it's at right now, and then what it's looking like now. And I apply the epoxy coating on. This pretty much covers everything up, makes it nice and even. So, pretty good stuff. The type of paint that is right here. Bare concrete and garage. 1 part epoxy coating. So it's pretty good. All right. Definitely making that look much better. All right, so we just get some into there and put some pressure down on that. Look at that, it just evens everything out. Like magic. Takes all that blemish and just hides it away. Kind of fills it in. Using a new top coating. Fills all those little problem spaces where everything's chipped off and uneven from previous layers. So it's kind of just brings them all together. Yeah, pretty nice. All right, so we'll get back to you. All right, so here we are. It's all done on this side now. Looking good. Right. Okay, so we're moving forward now over here next. And we're gonna get over here and work our way out to the stairs and be done. And then the next thing to do is do the stairs. And then that's it. Then the basement will be having to cure for a while. A couple days before everything dries up and is ready. So here we go. Alright, we're all done with the floor and walls, finally. There we are. And if you look over there, you'll see I remember that nasty old drain. I cleaned that out pretty good, as you can see above. That's been all epoxied as well. So it's all looking real good. Pillars are painted, so it's a lot better than it was. Alright, so now we got the stairs to do next. We're going to just paint that up. Just the stair steps, and that'll be good. Alright, so we're getting ready to do these stairs, and I like using Armor Seal Triplex, and I like the specific color 76 Cyberspace. So I do like that one. We're gonna get ready to start these stairs now. Alright, so coming on into the side entrance, now we're looking at the stairway, painting that with the Cyberspace, Armor Triplex, that holds up well to a lot of stepping down, won't peel off. So that's that. And then that leads down to our new basement. All done, complete.